All right, hello everybody. Today we're going to be doing some math, and specifically we are going to be learning how to divide mixed numbers, okay? And this is the way you want to make sure that you write down your work in when you're working on your IXL and what you submit to get graded, okay? So number one, let's just do an example. We are going to copy the problem down 3 3/10 divided by 1 3/8. Okay, so here are the steps. You did this in, or will do this in your class when you take Cornell notes, but I'm going to show you the steps. Step number one is to change the mixed number, change the mixed number. And we're going to change it to an improper fraction, okay? So let me show you how to do that. We are going to multiply 10 times 3, so the bottom times the big number. So 10 times 3 is 30, right? Plus the top number, the numerator. So bottom times the big number, and then add the top. So 10 times 3 is 30, plus 3 is 33. The denominator stays the same. Okay, so bottom times the big, add the top. We're going to do it on this one. Let's do the bottom times the big number. Call that the whole number. Bottom times the big is 8. Plus 3 is 11. 11 over 8. Okay, so I also want you to write down, when you might have done this when you did Cornell notes, it is, I like to write it bottom times the big, add the top. That's a lot easier to remember than first you're going to take the denominator, then you'll multiply times the whole number. Once you have that, add the numerator. So just think bottom times the big, add the top. Bottom times the big, add the top. Okay. Next, you're going to do keep, change, flip, KCF, right? We're going to keep, change, flip because it's Kentucky Chicken Fried for divide of fractions, right? Kentucky Chicken Fried for divide. Keep, change, flip. Show you. Ready? I'm going to separate it. We're going to do K, C, F. Keep, change, flip. That means we're going to keep this the same. We're going to change this to multiply. Then we're going to flip this. So instead of 11 over 8, it's 8 over 11. That's called a reciprocal. But we just say flip. So keep it, change it, flip it. The last step, which is step number 3, running out of space here, but I'll write it up here. Step number 3 is to multiply across. Okay? So just do 33 times 8. That goes on the top of your fraction. And then 10 times 11. That goes on the bottom of your fraction. So 33 times 8. Let's see, 240 and 24 is 264. Okay? And then 10 times 11 is 110. That is going to be your final answer. You can simplify, but IXL does not require it. So you can just leave it just like that. 264 over 110. Okay? I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so let me erase this and I will show you a couple variations, okay? Let's get a couple variations. All right, so let me go ahead and click up and show you some variations. So here we go. Once you hit the 47, you'll get this variation where it just gives you the fraction, okay? Gives you a mixed number and a fraction. So let me show you. We'll do the same, those steps again. So again, 1 1/2 divided by 5/6. Okay, so looking at your steps, you know that you have to first change the mixed number. So bottom times the big, add the top. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3 over 2, divided by 5/6. Remember, I got that from doing the bottom times the big number, which is 2, plus 1 gives me 3. That's where this 3 comes from. And then 2 stays the same. Okay? Now we have to do divide, which means keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Because it's Kentucky chicken fried for divide fractions. So keep it the same. Change it, flip it. Multiply across. And you end up getting 18 over 10. 3 times 6 is 18, and 2 times 5 is 10. You don't have to simplify. You could divide by 2 because they're even numbers. You could also turn it back into a mixed number, but we're just going to leave it as 18 over 10 for now. All right, let me show you one last variation. It's 3 different types of problems. The last type of problem is this kind of problem, okay? Sometimes you'll get whole numbers. So here's what I want you to do, and you probably have this in your Cornell notes already, but you need to make your whole numbers into fractions. Into fractions, okay? So notice it's 2, right? So let's write this down. 1 and 1/9 divided by 2. So the 2 is not a fraction yet, but we need to just go like this. Divided by 2 over 1. 2 over 1, 2 divided by 1 is the same thing as 2, right? Now we're just going to follow the rest of our steps. We're going to go ahead and take care of this. We're going to multiply the bottom times the big at the top. So 9 times 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10. 10 ninths. Divided by 2 over 1. It's divide, so you know what that means. Kentucky chicken fried for divide. KCF. Keep, change, flip. Keep it, change it, and flip it. If I'm going too fast, you probably want to pause the video, okay? Then we multiply across. 10 times 1 is 10, and 9 times 2 is 18. And there's your answer. You can simplify this by dividing by 2 since they're both even, but it's okay. This recognizes unsimplified fractions and 18ths. All right, good luck.